Good morning, everyone, to Marketing Matters. I'm Sarah Touchstone, Landmark Titles social media marketing strategist and educator, bringing you the best in real estate marketing ideas, tips, and top producers every week at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. Today, I'm very excited because I'm joined with Juan Grimaldo of the Grimaldo Group. He runs an amazing group out in the West Valley, and the marketing that they do for their business. I was talking with Juan before we started today. It is top notch. So he is an incredible person and top producer to bring on Marketing Matters to talk about what it is that they are doing with their business, in particular, some of the events that they do, and for us all to learn a little bit from. So Juan, thank you so much for coming on today. What are you going to be sharing with us?
Good morning, and thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm humbled to be here. It's a great opportunity for me to share what we do. And in reality, we're basically following a model. We're great. We're copying people, and I'm with Keller Williams. And one of the things that I've learned here is the wheel has been invented already, right? So we just follow what other successful agents are doing, and we put it to practice. And it's about routine and making it a daily practice. You were mentioning events, and that's one of our biggest, I can say, success marketing strategies that we use because we're huge on our sphere. So we focus most of our marketing towards our sphere, which is about 90% of our business.
Yes. Yeah, you just recently had a large client appreciation event. Can you tell us a little bit about what you did?
It's actually coming up. It's going to be July 31st. Yeah, no worries.
This is how good your marketing is. I'm already anticipating and excited about it. I'm like, well, they must have done it because it looked awesome.
Definitely. We had one that actually failed because the city decided that we couldn't do a private event, which was in reality a public event. We were going to do an Easter egg hunt. And at the last minute, they emailed us saying, oh, sorry, you're not allowed to. But anyways, again, if you got to fail forward. That's what I learned, right? You got to keep trying no matter what. So our next event will be our client appreciation event, and we rented a movie theater. This is the 5th year doing it. And it's been an amazing, we have an amazing turnout. We get to see our clients face to face without talking about business. And it feels great to have the amount of people that we receive and to see the love, that is shared with our clients and the following. I call them cheerleaders, because these people happily refer us, and it's the best referral you can get. So that event's coming up on the 31st of July, and we're super excited about it. Again, it's an event where it gives me an opportunity to touch my clients via mail, via email, via text, phone call, and then we get to see them. And this is a process that we do. We start the event 3 months prior, and the way the logistics happen is we start first with planning on the cards, doing some, we actually have an intro video that we're working on to share with our clients to get them excited about the event. So we're constantly in front of them. And the key is, how do you stay in front and relevant to your clients so they don't forget about you? Because there's 90-some thousand agents, most of them don't practice, but the likelihood of them knowing an agent is very high. Would you agree?
Yes, there's a lot of competition out there. And creating ways to stay top of mind with your clients is paramount, more now than ever, because, like I said, not only is competition so great, but with the market shifting, people have a lot of questions. There's kind of, there's a trust level that I think a lot of people are concerned about. So staying top of mind, putting yourself in the know that these people can reach out to you for all of their real estate needs is more important than ever.
100%.
Can you tell me? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. I'm going to ask other questions. So you keep going, Juan.
Well, so one of the things that you mentioned is about how we are out there, right? And people see us all the time. one of the things I was talking to my team about is people assume that we're busy all the time. And for that reason, because we're on social media, it's like you're a celebrity, you're on TV, people are watching you. And there's a misconception amongst our clients that they cannot reach us anymore because we're busy. Yet, so we have to be careful as to how we present the message and when we reach out to our clients to let them know that, hey, I'm still here. The reason I'm doing all this stuff is so that you know that I'm here. And let them know that you are accessible, because it's crazy how that works. It's perception, right? People think this guy's always busy, he's always doing these things. The beautiful thing about having a team is that you can leverage, and I don't have to do it all. So that allows me the opportunity to be in other places and be exposed to our clients, which is great. Again, it's also marketing, right? As you're like this morning, I went out with my wife, we went for a walk. And then I got to my office. My daughter had a little plate that was pretty cool that she, and I'm marketing. I'm saying, hey, these are cool things that your kids can be doing for you. Like, it's not just about real estate, but in general, who are you behind the scenes, right? What do you do? What stuff do you like doing? How relatable are you with those people that are watching you?
Absolutely. It's not all about real estate. You are actually a real person, and you do real things, and you have real people involved in your life. I know that it's so tempting for agents to, a lot of times they want to, I talk about identifying your passions, and obviously everybody's passionate about real estate, but you got to look beyond real estate a lot of times and make sure that you're touching on all of those bases, because you don't know who in that extra sphere that you have may have those real estate needs.
100%.
So I was wondering if you could give us a little breakdown about how the marketing, and you mentioned all the different facets of marketing, but like, could you break down the timeline in case anybody on here is interested in doing client appreciations or top of mind events? I know one of the big questions, especially, I mean, if you've got an event background, you know this inside and out. However, a lot of us came from different industries, and not everybody necessarily has an event background. So could you kind of break down, from the beginning of the 3-month, when you conceptualize, what does that timeline and marketing usually look like for doing a client appreciation event?
Got it. So first of all, if you think you don't know how to do an event, I'm going to give you my background, right? So I'm a high school dropout. I didn't go to college, so I was very ignorant on how to use any electronic computers. In 2009, I was doing an email. I couldn't even upload a picture. So I was super ignorant when it came to technology. Before I came to this world, I was working in construction. I did banking in 2005, which allowed me to get into lending, which allowed me to get into real estate. And then the market crashed. So I went into construction, 100%, and doing kind of part-time real estate work. So if you feel like you don't have the background for whatever it is, there's YouTube, there's Google, right? One of the phrases that I mention quite often is about Elon Musk. Elon Musk says, ignorance is a choice. Everything you want to know is out there. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of insight.
Yeah, there's Marketing Matters, and we've got all of these on YouTube. So
exactly. So here's some information. So first of all, plan it out in advance, way in advance. 6 months would be perfect, so that you know which movie you're going to watch and have everything lined up. I invite my partners to be part of it. People hire us to do business. We are their employee. We provide amazing service. They feed our families. So we have to give back. So the purpose of the event is first to give back, right? And also to be in front of our clients, which is the marketing piece. So you want to prepare it way in advance to make sure that you have your partners in place that are going to contribute to help you with the event. And then the first thing is plan which movie you're going to watch. Then you also want to create an invitation. And my daughter, she's super creative. She's working on it. I have a lot of youngsters. Andres also is here. He's a young agent, 18-year-old. So that helps us a lot with the marketing. So create a marketing piece so that you can text it, you can email it, and then you can follow up with a phone call. So I do 3 different touches when it comes to the phone calls to make sure that I follow up with my clients, let them know about the event, obviously ask for a referral, right? And then so it'll be text, email, calls, and that's every month for the last in the previous 3 months. So 3rd month, do all those 3. 2nd month, all those 3. When you approach the event, you're going to send an invitation in the mail, And then when you're a month away, when you're 2 weeks in, another invitation, and then a blast text, blast email. So constantly reminding him that you're going to have that event. So most people show up. There's a book called The 10X Rule. I don't know if you guys read it or not, but it's by Grant Cardone and talks about going 10X, doing things 10 times. So if you want to have 400 people, invite 4,000 so that, those 400 people show up. Out of those 400 people that signed up, maybe, 200 show up. We are blessed right now. We're above about 200 people in. We rented a movie theater for 400 people. So, plan it in advance and then follow those steps and just follow up and just make sure that you let them know, because we forget. How many times have you invited people to an event and then the last minute they don't show up, right?
Well, we're in real estate. So we know how that goes. A client just came into town.
Exactly. So again, just keep that in mind when you're creating these events, that a lot of people are not going to show up. So invite as many as possible. Wouldn't it be great that you have so many people, you have to rent another, place that you can fit them in?
Right. There you go. I like that. I like that tip. It's don't limit yourself. If anything, just also plan and budget that it's going to be bigger and better. I know I've done events for years, and the best turnout that I've ever gotten, even with, full registration, about only 2/3, and this is the best, only about 2/3 of the people that say that they will be there will actually show up. So that's always important to remember as well, that even though you say, I've got 400 people that say that they'll be there, remember, only at the best, about 300 of them. But if you've got, 600 people that will say that they'll be there, you just might get to that 400 mark.
Definitely. So always go for more. I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? If you have more people than you can fit in, I mean, that's awesome.
Wonderful. Now, do you guys do, besides the Easter egg event, do you do any other client appreciation or top of mind events throughout the year?
Yep. We also have a boat party. So in the movie event, we're going to have these black invitation boxes for our clients, so that these are VIP clients. Anyone that has referred us a client or more, they'll get a special treatment and a special invitation to go to our boat party over at the lake. We've done it 3 times already. So this will be our 4th appreciation event.
I really like that. And how do you all track your referrals so that
we have a system. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll say that for sure that those people, have referred to you.
We have categorized. We have labels or tags, so we put on there who's given us the referral, and then we market to them and we send them special invitations for that. We also have in between Mother's and Father's Day. This year we didn't do it, but we've been doing like a happy hour. So invite them couples to just hang out with us and have a nice time.
That sounds amazing. I love the idea of honoring your referral partners at an event where you're going to have a lot of your clients there. Does that ever kind of generate questions? Hey, why is that person getting, a VIP box? What makes them a VIP? Do you guys have to explain a lot of times about what's going on?
Well, I love where you're going, because that's exactly why we're doing it. So we are putting that, this is the first time we're going to do it. So we're going to set that aside so that people ask that question. Why? Well, I'm glad you asked. The purpose, the reason for that is because they provided us with a referral. So
yeah, I think that's an incredible idea. I love leveraging and not only leveraging, but really recognizing the people that give you referrals, because in our industry, referrals are absolute gold. If you can get people to come in and be your referral partners and give you good quality referrals time and time again, you can build such a business off of that. But I love the idea of not only honoring them and doing something special for them, but I love the idea that you are also kind of creating FOMO, fear of missing out with the other people that are there, because it is something special and it gives you guys the opportunity and the chance to explain face-to-face in a face-to-face scenario what those referrals actually mean to you. And that really can set you, heads and tails above what a lot of other realtors are doing out there. A lot of realtors, they appreciate their referrals. They, will send a gift card. They'll make mention of it, maybe on social media, but a lot of times that's it. They don't necessarily track their referrals, and they don't go above and beyond time and time and time again. I mean, I imagine a lot of those VIP referral people too have been giving you referrals for years.
Yep. I always mention to my agents, don't ever underestimate anyone. Everyone's a client, everyone's a prospect client, and everyone's a future client. They may not be ready now, but treat them like they were, the VIP client that they are. And at the end of the day, they're going to refer you. I have people that never did business with us, but they refer us business. So always treat people, always do the right thing. And that's one of the best tips that I can give anyone, especially the new agents. Even rentals. I started my business with rentals. I started in full-time real estate in 2011. I was selling homes for $30,000, $50,000. And those people are still my clients, and they're still referring me business, because no matter what, I know how it feels to be on the other side. And so always treat them right. And again, those that give you business, I mean, they're feeding you. And these commission checks, guys, they're pretty good, pretty generous. So they deserve best. One of the other things that I do with our clients, as soon as they send us a referral, my daughter, who's here next to me, she actually sends a little thank you card with a gift card. So you always want to reward, no matter if they close or not, because they give you a referral. You want to reward the intent, right? They thought about you, so you got to thank them for that.
Yes, that's true. Because just because one referral didn't work out doesn't mean that the next one that they could potentially give you. Do you guys, when speaking of referrals, what's your process during a referral closing or whatnot? Do you keep the people that gave a referral, do you keep them abreast of, the situation, letting them know how it's going?
I think we need to improve on that. I don't think we're doing great yet. We always make an effort to reach out to them and say, hey, thank you so much for the referral. We just closed on the client, and give them an extra token of appreciation. Yeah.
Awesome. Who knows? Maybe Juan will get ideas out of our Marketing Matters today as well.
Definitely. No, and it's something that we just haven't systematized, because that's the problem, right? So making sure that as soon as we close, there's someone in charge. And we've been having, it's a tough industry. So keeping someone in marketing is one of the hardest parts. And like we said, we only think that we can do the job perfect. And sometimes if you don't have a system in place, things fail, right? So now most of the stuff is there except that last portion. So we do send a thank you card as soon as we go on as soon as we get a referral. We just failing on the end where we're supposed to, again, follow up with that referral client and say, hey, thank you so much for that referral. Here's another, even just a thank you, just a phone call.
Right. Yeah. I think a lot of times, people who give referrals, they just want to know, hey, how did it go? Did they close? Were you able to help them? But it is, when you've got so much going on, even when you're just a brand new agent, systems are how you really can get all of that together and all of that done. Just like in your systems, you're able to identify who are your referral partners. And then you get to go back and you get to kind of make sure that you make a really big deal out of it. Definitely.
I think that's huge. And like I mentioned before, I'm with Keller Williams, and one of the greatest books that I've read is The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, right? Not sure if you read it, but it basically gives you exactly. So it gives you the whole breakdown as to what you do. Like, that's what we follow. And it's the model to continue following, because it's simple. We just got to put it in place. And once you have those systems in place, it's flawless.
It really is. And, I know Keller Williams is such a big, their big proponent is holding these events. That's a very big thing for them. And it's not just for them, it's for their agents, because it really is a system that works. So Juan, in closing, any agents that are interested in doing a top of mind, a client appreciation type of event, planning ahead is always a good idea. I 100% agree. 3 months is, a minimum, but 6 months, if you can look ahead or even plan out an entire year,
Yep.
look at if, obviously as you grow and as you build your business, you'll get clued into, I would like to do something like this. I would like to do something like this. But sit down at any point in the year and really look at a calendar and think about how you can strategically place 3 or 4 top of mind or client appreciation events throughout the year. I know it sounds like a lot. However, that's the purpose, is staying top of mind. So schedule these out far in advance. And then when the 3-month comes, make sure that you're, booking the venues, make sure that you've got your marketing strategies together. I really appreciate, Juan, I appreciate you going over the breakdown each month, what it is that you do. Please note that Landmark Title also has a full design department. So if we wear a lot of hats in the real estate industry. So if you guys need help with invitation design, text designs, social media posts for these type of events, we can absolutely help you in that. You are definitely not alone in those regards. So make sure that you've got it all set up and then schedule it out, because we do get busy and we do, 1 week goes really quickly by into the next week, into the next month. So make sure that you are keeping a good calendar and a good schedule. Invite all of your people. Make sure that you are doing something extra special for them at these events, and then have a great time, because when the host is happy and having a great time, everybody's going to have a great time. Anything else you want to add to that, Juan?
I think that's key. You want to have fun with them as well, because that's the purpose of it. You want to have your clients over and just be relatable, because when you met, it was just transactional, right? You were wanting to get them the home, you were selling their home. And in reality, there was no, I guess it was bonding, but there was no fun communication. It was all just work, right? So this is a good time for you to mingle with your clients, get them to know a little bit better, and also, again, have a good time. It is nerve-wracking. I get nervous every time I do them. Yet I feel like it's your clients appreciate the fact that you took the time to spend it with them and rent a movie venue for them to come over and just have a good time, Karina sent the question of what type of marketing am I using for social media and all that. We use MailChimp. We actually have a website, which is Commission Sync, which it's a lead generating page in a CRM. So we're starting to use that 100%. They have pretty much everything in there. So social media, you want to be everywhere. TikTok is huge. I'm a big fan of TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. We do post on Facebook, but you have to be everywhere, guys. I mean, the things are changing all the time. I know for the youngsters, Instagram, I hardly ever get in there. But I think Facebook is the key, Instagram's key, TikTok, Snap, whatever you use. I have a client who's been in the country for about 5 years. She's from Africa, and she's been super loyal, got a ton of referrals from her. And she's making a ton of money right now. And she's only been here 5 years, selling through Snapchat.
Yeah.
$10,000 a week. She allowed me to say it. I mean, you don't know who it is, but she's making a killing. So anything that works for you, whatever your favorite social media is, that's where you'll thrive. For me, I don't care being in camera. I kind of trick myself saying people are seeing me when I'm talking to them. This is the same thing. I'm just in a camera, right? But it's you, and people like you for who you are. So don't be shy. Another thing that I'm an introvert, so I'm very comfortable being alone. I love being alone. I'm uncomfortable around people, yet I force myself to do it. So be comfortable being uncomfortable. Use every social media. Use your favorite social media to your advantage, and go as far as you want. I mean, just obviously be respectful, but it's just use the media that you love and enjoy, because that's what it'll show, right?
Yeah. Yeah. In my side of the business, a lot of people ask me what the best social media platform is for marketing for realtors. And the best social media platform is the one that you're going to use.
Yep.
Yep. Your favorite, whatever your favorite social media platform is, get on there and do it. Definitely explore as many of the social media platforms that you can, but don't ever feel like you're spreading yourself so thin, and feeling like you have to be on everything. But pick maybe your 3 top favorites and really invest your time and energy into those. And I guarantee you, in the market that we're in, if you invest time and energy and you follow a lot of Juan's tips, the things that we speak about here on Marketing Matters, you will see success. It's great to have, like I said, it's great to have a realtor like Juan on here because he is living, breathing proof of these techniques working. It's not just that we get on here and we're like, oh, we're the industry experts, and if you listen to us, this will work.
We're testing all the time. Like all the stuff that we do is we're testing. We're checking to see what works and what not. And again, if you have fun with it, people will sense it. If you're just doing it just to do it, it's not going to work. I say, like I said, just to use everything that you're comfortable with so that you can transmit that when you're sending that message.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, if anybody has any other questions for Juan, please put them in the chat or the question and answer window. I know for myself, I've got one last question for you, Juan.
Go for it.
What movie are you guys seeing on the 31st?
The Minions.
Oh, that will be super. That's your marketing. I've seen the little minions in your marketing. That makes perfect sense.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. And is that, I lied. I have another question because now it's the Minions. Is that opening weekend for that movie?
No, it's going to be towards the end of the month. There was something that we couldn't line up with. We typically do it the week of, so the weekend be there first. But this time we couldn't be there. So
yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that their turnout is best when they get it close to opening weekend. However, I mean, we'll have to see. I think that as long as it's a popular movie and you do your marketing really well, like I know agents that are doing at the end of this month, they're doing the Top Gun movie. And, it's been out for weeks and I know people have seen it, but I also know people have seen it like 2 or 3 times. Yep. So
definitely. I'm one of those. If I love a movie, I'll go watch it again. My wife may not agree with that, but I do.
Especially, right? Especially if you get a personalized invitation, a phone call, a text message, an email, and it's a free event, you're pretty likely to show up again for it.
They're going to wait for it. They're going to be, you know what, kids, hang on. And then it's towards the end of the summer, which parents are like, okay, let's take these kids out of the house. Right. So that's another reason we typically do it at the end of the month.
Awesome. Well, Juan, thank you so much. This was great information. I love events. I love client appreciation. And so hearing it from a top producer and what you guys do, this was absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I hope, some agents can benefit from this and, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Juan. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today with some other classes that we have coming up. We don't do a regular CE schedule through the summer. However, and that's our landmark fall and winter schedule. However, we do still have CE classes available. So a lot of our reps do them, like Patty and Michael. This is huge for them. So they have another CE class this summer coming up. So if y'all need credits, this one is VA loan myth busting. This is 3 hours of general credit, and it's going to be June 28th from 9 to noon. So let me know, or let Patty and Michael know if you would like to attend that one. And that one's going to be in person. And then Renee has a solar CE class coming up. This one will also be in person on June 28th from 9 until noon. So if you've never taken Tara's solar CE class, this is a great one. This is typically one that we do on Zoom for our landmark title CE classes twice a year because it is literally that good of a class. So if you'd like to attend that one, reach out, let us know, we'll get you registered. And then speaking of Top Gun, we've got Realtor Wingman Boot Camp coming up. And this actually is a class that's based around what Juan and I were just talking about, training your partners to give you referrals. So it is creating essentially what I call brand ambassadors. And these people, they don't have to be former clients. They can be other people within your sphere. You're going to go ahead and train them how to give referrals. So utilizing some of the tactics that Juan and I even talked about today. This one is going to be June 29th in person in Scottsdale. So if you would like to attend, please reach out and let me know. And then we've got a reverse mortgage brunch and learn. This one is going to be out in the Goodyear area. Renee is hosting this. This is June 29th as well. This is going to be from 9:45 until 11:30. Note that time, 9:45, not 9, not 9:30, but 45. So if you would like to attend this, let us know and we can get you registered as well. And that's it for us today, guys. Thank you guys so much for attending. Thank you, Juan. That, like I said, it's great information. I talk about these things all the time, but I really love having top producers come on and share their experiences and share their knowledge, because you are the ones that are on the ground level when it comes to every bit of marketing for the real estate business. So thank you very much for being on. And thank you, of course, to our business development managers who for Landmark Title are also the ones on the ground floor, headed out there, helping you out. If you'd like more information about doing any type of top of mind event, please reach out to them. They can help you with getting a schedule together, contacts. If you're interested in doing a movie theater, we actually have contacts for Harkins that we can help you with, which is sometimes just getting started is the hardest part. We can help you with the invitations and everything. So if you would like to try one of these for your own business, reach out to Beth, Becky, Melinda, Mary, Patty, Michelle, and Prescott, Michael, Tom, or Renee, and we would be happy to help you out. And then, of course, thank you to Landmark Title for allowing us to bring you Marketing Matters every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Quick little marketing tips for your real estate business. And please remember us on your next contract. I know the market is shifting. I know we had, as a seller, you had your pick of the litter when it came to selecting your title companies, but it's still competitive out there. And you can still request Landmark, and we'd love to be considered on your next contract and help you with your next title and escrow. We have 7 offices across the valley and 1 in Prescott to service all of your real estate, title, and marketing needs. That's it for us today, guys. Once again, thank you, Juan. We will see you soon. And I can't wait to hear about how your event goes.
Thank you. Take care.